Welcome the students of class 8. Welcome to our social science history class. And today in this class we are going to discuss about another chapter from the chapter number 5, When People Rebel. And today we are going to discuss how did the East India Company suppress the rebellion and how did they kill and tried all the leaders one by one. So let's start. That you know that company, unnerved by the large scale of this revolt, and they came to repress it with all its might. So what happened that, so they brought reinforcement, forces from Britain, and passed some new laws so that the rebels could be convicted and tried easily and repress the revolt completely. Okay. What happened first? You know that Delhi was recaptured in 1857, September 1857, and Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar, okay, was tried in court and sent to the prison in Rangoon in October 1858, along with his wife Begum Zinat Mahal, and they both lived their last few years in Rangoon and also died. Bahadur Shah Zafar also died in Rangoon, and his wife's burial also situated there in Rangoon, today's Myanmar. Okay. So his son, so what happened with the descendants of Bahadur Shah Zafar? That his son Mirza Khizr Sultan and Mirza Mughal, along with grandson Mirza Abu Bakr, was shot dead by a British officer named Hodgson at Delhi in front of a angry mob. Okay. So, and they shot dead and killed, and the place is called in front of a gate. It is called Khuni Darwaza or Bloody Gate in Delhi. So, when he gave his word to Bahadur Shah Zafar that we will just took your words as a guarantee, we took them as a guarantee that if you will not continue to lead the rebellion, and Bahadur Shah Zafar accepted it, and he was taking rest at the Humayun's tomb, and he was taking them towards the Delhi, but in front of the gate, when a group of people with various arms, they gathered and attacked on the British forces on that gate. So giving them so he wanted to teach a lesson to the rebellion forces, and in front of them he killed the 3 descendants of Bahadur Shah Zafar. And in this way, the more than 300 years long Mughal dynasty comes to an end, and Bahadur Shah Zafar also after that tried, and he was found guilty and sent to the Rangoon for life imprisonment. Okay. So the course of incidents started from Babur with the first battle of Panipat in 1526. It was ended in 1858. Okay. But after Bahadur Shah Zafar also, when Bahadur Shah Zafar also tried, the rest of the places, the mutiny and the rebellion also continued, and people continued to fight and resist against the British forces, and finally the British successful to suppress the rebellion completely. Okay. After 2 years, within 1816. Okay. So Lucknow was taken over in 1858, and from British Qadar, and Rani Lakshmi Bai also lost the Battle of Gwalior and died in the battlefield, and killed by general, and died in the battlefield. And Rani Abantibai also committed suicide just after the initial victory of the Battle of Kerry. When he was surrounded by the British forces, he committed suicide to, okay. And Tatia Topi is another leader, you know, the army general of Nana Sahib. He also escaped after the Battle of Gwalior to the forest of Chhattisgarh and continue his guerrilla warfare with the help of the tribal leaders. But soon he also captured by the British forces, and he was tried and killed in April 1859. So in this way, the British East India Company completely suppressed the rebellion, and after that their main initiative was to gain the loyalty that was lost before the rebellion from the Indian landlords, the Jotdars, okay, and Zamindars. To win the loyalty of the people, they announced rewards, okay, for loyal landowners, and announced that they would enjoy traditional rights over their lands. They also announced that those who rebelled were told that if they submitted to the British, if they surrendered, and if they had not killed any white people, they would remain safe, and their rights and claims to their land would not be denied. So nevertheless, hundreds of zamindars, the rajas, the military leaders and sepoys and nawabs were tried and killed, okay, in this, after this mutiny, after this rebellion. So in this way, the British successfully repressed the rebellion. Okay. So students, that's all for today's class. Hope you have understood this subunit. Next class we will discuss about what are the aftermaths. Okay. What were the effect of that rebellion in Indian Empire of the British East India Company. So thank you for watching. See you in the next class.